For today's video, I thought it'd be fun if I were to recreate one design from each four of the nail books that I have. To save myself time, I picked the designs ahead of time, and I was going to make sure that I use the exact colors that they used as well as the striping tape. So this was the designs that I chose to do. I actually did this last one. I've actually done this design multiple times. The last design I showed there, it's actually one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the polishes for each design here. I did the second coat off camera and I allowed it to dry completely, as I was going to be using striping tape for one of them. And at the very end of this video, I will have a picture that shows all the polish names on it so that you can reference that, and everything will be in the description box below. So for the vintage rose, I am going to be doing red roses on a beige background, and then I'm going to be taking a red polish or a darker red and a detail brush, and I'm going to be adding in the petals of the roses. And then I'm going to be adding in a green leaf for each of them. Again, like I said, all the polish names will be at the end of the video. I used a lot of polishes for this, and it was just way too many to show because it would have made the video way too long. Alright, so the next design, which was a feather design, I'm going to take a black nail polish and the detail brush again and create a line going up the nail and then creating the pattern that the book showed, and doing that every other branch there. And then I'm going to be taking this really pretty metallic green polish. Again, the name of the polishes will be on the end of the video and as well as in the description box. And I was actually kind of surprised because when I swatched this polish is actually from the Orly 2022 holiday collection. Swatch and review videos already up on my channel for that. That was actually sheer in the video, I thought, and I was actually really surprised that in this design it was really opaque. I thought I accidentally picked a color that was way too sheer, but I didn't. And I just used a detail brush to go ahead and fill all these in. And then once I got everything filled in, I went ahead with that black polish again, and I just sharpened up those lines just to make them really nice and crisp. Alright, so the next design is the blue purple one, and striping tape I struggle with, but I got it pretty straight that time, which was nice. Sometimes I have to take that off and on multiple times. And I'm going to apply purple to one half and blue to the other, and then I'm going to be removing the striping tape right away so I get the cleanest lines. And that's it for this design. This design was super easy. So for the last design, which is the flower print, I am just taking a dotting tool and drawing in the petals. This was actually a design that I used to do all the time when I first started doing my nails, and I loved it, which is why I wanted to pick it again. And I'm adding some pink to the purple flowers, and then I'm going to be adding some random little squiggles to each side of the flower here, as well as a little swirl. I was actually quite impressed. Usually I have a hard time drawing swirls like this, but I was actually quite impressed with myself that I managed to get it as good as it looked. And then I added some dots, and then I added a blob of top coat to the middle of that flower so I could attach a crystal. And lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and top coat everything. Make sure you flow top coat over, especially with red. I find that red tends to smear a lot. And that is it for the four nail designs that I wanted to do. I actually thought they turned out pretty good, and this was actually a really fun thing for me to try. A lot of these designs, or the rose design as well as the leaf design, are actually way out of my comfort zone, so I was really happy that I tried this out, and I actually really liked how the blue and purple one turned out.